We are Andrew and Leanne, and we have spent the past 3 weeks travelling around Japan. We had 2 days left on our train pass, so we decided to make a brief stop to Osaka for some of the best food in Japan.
So guys, we've made it to Osaka. Finally, took us about 5 hours to get here on 4 separate trains. Check out this apartment. We may have gone a little bit too big, but we do only have 2 days in Osaka and we want to make the most of it and relax before we finally leave Japan. So first bedroom, big double bed, natural light, huge wardrobe, air conditioning. Second bedroom, huge double bed, and the biggest wardrobe I think I've ever seen. Fits all of our luggage perfectly, and if that's not enough, they've got another one. Third room, toilet room, more storage. This is like a utility room slash shower room with a bath and a shower. Then follow us to the next room, a huge living room space with kitchen, microwave. But our favourite room is the third bedroom with tatami mats and our favourite futons. Nice little seated area for breakfast and our own little balcony. So yeah, bear in mind, this place was £36 per night. We know we've gone a little bit extravagant just for 2 people. We're not going to use all the rooms, we're just going to use the futon room, but I feel so relaxed. For a few nights now, we've actually been staying in guest houses, so this is lovely to have your own space. And we're going to get straight out and explore Osaka in the limited time we've got here.
So the whole reason that we have come to Osaka is really just to kind of film one thing for our friend Lee. He begged me when we first came to Japan to go and try the Jiggly cheesecake, and as much as I tried, we could not find it anywhere outside of Osaka. And because we had 2 days left on the pass, we've come all the way to Osaka just to try the Jiggly cheesecake. So Lee, you better appreciate this. That's where we're heading next. That's going to be the first thing we eat in Osaka. And then after that, we're going to go to Izakaya Toyo, which is this really famous place where a guy cooks tuna with a flamethrower. He's an absolute character. We've been there once before in 2019, and it was delicious. We can't wait to go back. So in the last vlog, we were in Yamagata. Since then, we did spend 3 days in Iyama to try and see the Nozawa Onsen Fire Festival. We found out when we got to Iyama that you couldn't see the fire festival unless you're actually staying in Nozawa. So we didn't have enough footage to make a full vlog, but we did do some amazing things during those 3 days. We took some incredible onsen. We went to Nozawa Onsen town itself. We went to catch the tail end of a fire festival in a town called Obuse. So really, it was a great trip. But to get here, as Leanne's already said, it took 4 trains. We had to get 1 Shinkansen and a really cool train with an amazing name called the JR Thunderbird.
Thunderbirds are go.
We arrived in Osaka about an hour ago at 2 o'clock, and now we're on the hunt for the cheesecake. Bought our cheesecake. I think we're going to eat it later on back at the apartment because we need to get over to Izakaya Toyo and have something to eat now. So we've come back to a place that a lot of people will already know about. This place is called Izakaya Toyo. The guy's super famous, he's on Netflix, he's on loads of YouTube videos all over the place. We came here in 2019 and got the flame broiled tuna. He cooks it with a flamethrower. Super delicious. We're going to order it again. We're going to have a couple of beers and then probably get a takoyaki from somewhere else. But yeah, really excited. The guy is like electric. He's got so much energy. We'll show you in a minute. You'll get what we mean.
分ぐらい。
Thank you. No problem. Welcome from
イギリス人です。
イギリス人です。
はい。
England.
Yes.
I see you on the England. ほでか。ありがとう。
ありがとう。
England is very cold.
So we're super disappointed. We've just found out that he is sold out of the flame grilled tuna. We've ordered some of his grilled eels instead. If I remember rightly, we had those last time as well, and they were really, really good. Yeah, a little bit gutted, but still really excited. Like his eels are really good. So we actually nearly ate all of this without recording it because we're starving. It's really good, really tender. It's got like a sweet and savoury glaze on it. So I've just spoken to the lady. They'll have the tuna tomorrow, so I think we're coming back for lunch. We'll get this tuna.
He's 70 years old today. Someone just bought him a card. So we might get him a card for tomorrow because we didn't know. But yeah, 70 years old today. Cheers, happy birthday.
So we finally got back. It's actually now about 11:15. It's been about 6 hours since we bought the cheesecake. So this is the cheesecake. It's definitely not as spring as it was earlier on. Let's cut into it and give it a go and see if it's worth the hype. There you go, that's what a slice looks like on the inside. Let's give it a go. It's a really, really unusual texture. Okay, let's go. It's really tasty. Tastes kind of like an egg custard or an egg tart. The texture is not like anything I've ever had before. It's kind of, I know it sounds really strange, it kind of feels like styrofoam. Really, honestly, it is really tasty. It melts in the mouth. It's not what I was expecting. It is really good. It's a lot lighter than I thought it was going to be.
Worth 800 yen?
How much is 800 yen? £5? Yeah, it's definitely worth that. If it's worth all the hype online, not so sure. I mean, it is really tasty, but it's not the best cheesecake I've ever had, but it is still really good. I'll get Leanne to have a piece now and see if she agrees with me.
That just disappears in your mouth. There's nothing to even chew. There's no substance to it, really. It's like eating a piece of flavoured, you know, like edible paper, like the sugar paper. It just dissolves and it's gone. I was surprised actually with how cheap it was, being like 800 and something yen for a full round cheesecake. But it's probably because there's really not much to it. It's not gonna fill you up at all. It is quite tasty though. I think I prefer more like a cream cheesecake though. It does have raisins in the bottom, which is a nice little touch. It's very light. You could probably have it for breakfast and not be too upset. It's not too heavy at all. But yeah, we've given it a go for you, Lee, so hope you're impressed.
The second time's a charm. We've come back to Izakaya Toyo again to try and get the flame grilled maguro. He hasn't even opened yet and already there is a massive queue outside. See how long it takes us to get in. So whilst I was filming Toyo-san, Leanne kind of went a little bit crazy and ordered a lot of stuff. This apparently is crab, scallop and negi, like the spring onions. It smells really good. Oh wow. Itadakimasu. That is amazing. I don't know 100% what he's marinated it in, but it's absolutely fantastic. Really zingy. It might be like maybe like a ponzu. It's really, really good. And the spring onions are really mild. That is so good. You'll love this. Even though you don't like seafood that much, you'll love this, Liam.
That is actually delicious. I do not like crab. I don't like seafood that much. I like fish, but not shellfish. Super fresh and zingy. That's actually really good.
This is the whole reason we came back again today for a second time. This is like his signature dish. It's his flamethrower cooked tuna cheeks. Smells incredible. I'm gonna give it a taste now. Itadakimasu. Just look at that. Here we go. You can smell the charcoals from underneath. You can kind of taste the butane from the flamethrower. It sounds kind of gross, but it's not. It's incredible. It's covered in like spring onions, shiso leaf, ponzu sauce. So good. As well as the tuna, Leanne also got me some sushi and some sashimi. These look like cucumber maki with like fresh salmon roe, and we've also got like big chunks of fresh maguro sushi or sashimi. Let's give it a go. It's just so fresh. Like honestly, as far as I'm aware, I think he goes to the markets every morning to source his ingredients, and everything is just super, super fresh. It's just like super creamy, really well seasoned, like kind of salty because of the fish eggs. Really, really tasty. Honestly, I'm so glad we decided to come back again today after we'd sold out of a lot of things last night. I would say get here early because there is normally a big queue. We got here, as I say, about 15 minutes before he opened, and there was still a queue. And he sells out stuff quick. So come early, come to Izakaya Toyo in Osaka, you won't regret it. Well, that was absolutely incredible. A real highlight of Osaka. So glad we came back again, and yeah. We actually met the most lovely couple. Gochitosama deshita! Hi. Igiris.
England.
Yes.
Yeah. Hello, take Elizabeth.
So yeah, we actually met a lovely couple.
He's still going on.
We met a lovely couple whilst we were eating, and they actually subscribed to us. Lovely couple, as I say. It's really nice to actually connect with people from Japan. Yeah, what a special moment that was. So, and now we're off to Dotonbori. Dotonbori?
So those of you who know me know that in Japan I absolutely love Melon Pan, which is like melon favoured bread. We've come to a really good shop called Cotton Melon, and they do loads of different flavours of melon bread. I went for the milk flavour, so let's give it a go. It smells incredible. Let's try. Super crispy and hard on top, and inside is like super soft. You can kind of taste like milk, but overall it just tastes like a normal melon pan, but the texture's different. Really delicious.
So I have gone for the maple flavour. Really good. And the two of them were only 420 yen. And of course, no trip to Osaka will be complete without a trip to Dotonbori and the iconic Glico Running Man sign. Good to see that Dotonbori hasn't changed in the past 3 years. It was this mental last time we came here as well, and yeah, it's always a bit of a shock to the system with all the lights, the sounds, and the amount of people in the crowd. But we're going to take you into a store that we haven't taken you into yet in Japan. It's another store that is a bit of chaos. It's called Don Quijote, and it's like a discount store. They're all over Japan, and they are absolutely mental.
Also, this one's got a Ferris wheel built into the front of it.
Yeah, we're going to show you inside of it now.
So we got these in one of our Boxu subscription boxes, and we've been looking everywhere in Japan for them. I didn't realise that Don Quijote had them. They're like little deep fried crackers with seaweed on the back, and then they're like doused with lime or lemon. They're really delicious.
So we're not sponsored by Boxu, but hey, if you're listening Boxu, hit us up. I think we're currently on floor 5. I think it's 6 or 7 or even 8 floors high, this shop. It just keeps going, and it's basically as chaotic on every floor as it is on every previous floor. So, and all you need to know is that fluffy kids cap made of microfiber makes you extremely feel better. Once you use it, you may become addicted. Good to know. One thing that always astounds me about Don Quijote is that you have kids' toys next door to adults' toys. Also, a quick tip for if you ever do shop in Don Quijote, you can actually purchase your goods on any floor. You don't have to purchase them on the bottom floor because they tend to be the most chaotic.
That's pretty much it, to be honest. We've got one last thing to do. we're gonna go and find some takoyaki because one, we love it, and two, it is Osaka's most famous dish. So we'll find some takoyaki and get back to the apartment for packing tomorrow.
Unfortunately, we couldn't record the takoyaki at the time because there was a lot of music in the background, but it was absolutely delicious, really crunchy with like fresh tempura flakes underneath, pickled ginger. It was probably the best takoyaki we've ever had. So that is it. We have just finished packing here in Osaka. This place was absolutely incredible. It felt really nice having our own personal space for about 2 days. We definitely didn't have enough time in Osaka. We could have spent at least a few more days here. But we have to jump back up to Tokyo to use the last of our JR pass because otherwise it costs us a fortune. If you haven't already, please subscribe to the channel. It helps us out a huge amount. Like the video if you enjoyed it. Follow us on Instagram, TikTok, all of the good stuff, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye.